Clap. All right, everybody. Welcome to Triad Hip Hop Podcast. This is your man Kurt. This is
Howie, and
today.
I'm
sorry. We got a special guest for y'all today. My man Bryon Turman, the hip hop scholar. So we are happy to have him in the building. We appreciate y'all checking us out once again for week to week. So we're gonna get started. You got anything else you got to set up or anything?
Nah, that's
good.
We good. Oh yeah, let me move this brick.
All right, we got this is episode 157, and we're gonna chill with y'all for a minute. We're gonna ask them a few questions. So I didn't hear about anybody like passing away this week or anything. Did you? I don't think so. Yeah, I didn't hear anything like that.
Your man Trill got killed last week.
Who?
Trill. There's an MC Trill out of Texas.
Texas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I did hear something about that. Somebody. Yeah, it was another Texas.
I think he got lit up in Atlanta All-Star Weekend.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Yeah.
I did hear about that. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Dang, so he was from Texas, but he was in Atlanta.
He was in Atlanta for All-Star Weekend.
Man.
Yeah, we just
crazy out here, man.
You get crazy in Atlanta.
Man, listen. We hate to hear, but we like to, report all of that stuff in case y'all haven't heard. So, that's definitely hard to hear, man. Hey, especially, I bet you was probably young too, wasn't he?
Man, he actually wasn't, man. I'm surprised to hear, man. He was 30, he's younger than me, 30 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, hip hop, that's not young, but
in
real life, that's still young.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you over the hill when you 30.
30 in hip hop, yeah.
Even like 25, they be looking at you like, all right, you all right.
That's right.
You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. I don't know where that mentality comes from, man, but I don't get it. But anyway, man, so we are really happy to have you here, man. I did get a chance to meet you because of your sister Carmen. Me and her have been friends for a long time, like since the 90s, man. So she cool as a fan, man.
What's up?
So yeah, and I see her mention you sometimes in her posts, and I happen to see that she put up that you were teaching a hip hop class, and I saw the story, and I'm like, oh wow. So I'm like, we love hip hop, so let's make this happen.
Yeah.
So I try to reach out, man. So that's what's up, man. So how long have you been into hip hop?
Man, I've been. Man, is this a cuss-free zone?
Nah,
you can say shit. What the fuck?
Oh, okay.
Say your shit.
I ain't know
shit.
I ain't know how my code switch game is.
Nah, you say
all right, well, word, man. Shit, man. I've been down with the culture, man. At this point, man, shit, I'm over 50 years old. I'll be 52 this year.
Okay.
So,
let's clap that up.
So I've been
real talk.
Yeah. I've been out here a minute.
Dang. Clap button. It'll be all right.
So, but yeah, man, I've been ahead, man. Shit, at this point, man, since like late 70s.
Okay.
Early 80s, man. Even before there was hip hop, I was tell cats, man. I knew hip hop before there was hip hop on the radio.
That's what's up,
you
man.
know what I mean? So
yeah, man. I remember those early days. I'm not too far behind you, man. I'm 46, man.
Okay, well you in that generation.
I kind of grew up with hip hop.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I was born in '74, so.
Okay, yeah.
I'm right there, man, and he's right behind me.
Yeah, I'm kind of like the second generation, like the Run DMC.
Okay,
I'm born 83.
Okay, so yeah. You came up in the late 80s, Kane and all them boys.
Yeah. Kane, Rocket. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
I think I started in it when you heard like stuff like Nucleus, Jam on it.
Jam on it.
Oh, introduce myself, man.
Yeah, man, that's it.
Yes, sir.
I was doing the break dancing and all that, man. I did a little rapping too. I was a straight up b-boy, man. So
okay.
I was trying to get the little gear, the little Adidas suits, Kangos and all that.
I'm still there, bro.
Yeah,
I'm a
man.
throwback. I'm a walking throwback.
Yeah, man. You got a question for him?
Let's go ahead and get into like some shout outs and stuff. We're kind of, some birthdays and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to kind of like,
Yeah, man, I'm here, man. I
got when we hanging out, what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's cool.
But I'll throw some questions here.
All right, so we do what we call the question of the day. So let's start with that. So later on, we want to talk about Coming to America 2. I don't know if you saw. Have you seen it yet?
I've seen it, yeah.
Okay. So our question of the day is, what is it that makes a good sequel? That was Howie's question for today. I think for me, you do have to have at least the majority of the original cast if you want to make a good sequel. And I think that, you want to do it a little, not too far down the line. You don't want to wait like what they did. I think they did good, but they did wait a little long. For me, I would have rather seen this like 10, maybe 15 years ago. When we had more of the original people around. I think Madge Sinclair would have been. When did she pass away? I'm not sure.
That was 90s.
Was that in the 90s? Okay,
yeah, because I actually looked that up, man, right after I saw the sequel.
Yeah.
I looked it up, man, because I was like, damn, why ain't I? And my shorty was actually like, yo, I think she passed.
Yeah.
And I looked it up. I think it was like, man, like late 90s.
It's a minute ago,
yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, that's how I look at it. You know, try to get the majority of the people in there and try to make sure the storylines match up as best you can. You know, not deviating too far off of it. What do y'all think?
You can go first. Go ahead, man.
Man, I piggyback on what you're saying, man. I think I actually went back and watched the first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
After I saw the second one.
Okay.
You know, because after I saw the second one, I was like, yo. And I was like, well, let me go watch the first
Right.
one because it's been so long, like you said, since I seen the whole thing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean, the little one-liners and stuff like that you remember, but I didn't remember get a gist of the whole joint, man. So I went back and watched it.
Yeah.
But I agree with you, man. I think 10, 15 years after the original, that might be the cutoff date.
Right.
I mean, you know what I mean? Because after that, you start getting into a whole 3 generations of folk who don't know nothing about the original joint, man. But I think also, for me, a good sequel, man, builds on the first joint and has enough of the same spirit and vibe of the first one. I kind of understand, man, based on what I read subsequently, what Eddie and them was trying to do, man.
Right.
And he's calling this not necessarily a sequel, but like a continuance.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And once I kind of got that, I was like, all right, bet. But for me, man, a great sequel, like, I like the Die Hard movies.
Yeah.
Them joints pop.
Last.
Once you start, that's another thing I was gonna say. Once you start doing like 4 and 5, miss me with that.
Right.
3,
Yeah, 3 was hard.
3, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 3 was hard, man. Samuel Jackson.
Samuel?
I heard you call it Jesus. Yeah, no. He said, hey, Zeus. Like, I'm really gonna fuck your shit up.
I think I agree with that 3 logic. I think right around 3 is good. You know, once you get into 4 and 5, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Like with the house parties and whatnot, it was
Same
like,
shit,
come on, man. Even 3 was a little stretch for house party, but it was like, okay, I'll accept it. But once it got into 4 and 5 and all that, I was like, y'all need to stop, man. Let it go.
Y'all carrying it too long, man.
I'm gonna agree with y'all because I do feel like, and for example, like the Blues Brothers, when they did the Blues Brothers, that was Blues Brothers 2000. Like, man, y'all waited too long. But I would say even for this one, this movie, I think even with them waiting that long, I think out of all the movies that were sequels, this for it to be as long as it was, I thought it was pretty good. Now it wasn't. Now it wasn't like the best or anything like that. But I mean, for what it is, and I mean, and then on top of that, you could bring everybody in to watch it. You don't have to be like, kids, come here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was still kind of cool. They still had like, I like the, well, I'll talk more about the movie later, but the stuff that they put in it. You know what I'm saying? I thought it worked.
Yeah.
It worked.
I enjoyed the joint.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. But I get what y'all was saying too, waiting too long.
Yeah.
Because that kind of ruins, like you said, it ruins the magic off of,
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll talk more about Coming to America because I mean, I still think it did a good job, but we definitely want to talk more about that. All right, well, let's go ahead and move over to some birthdays. We like to announce some hip-hop birthdays and things like that while we do our show. So before we get into some birthdays, on the 8th, my nephew Shaquan had a birthday, so happy birthday to Shaquan. Just want to give him a shout out. He's doing the military thing, so he's off doing his training and whatnot. So good luck with that. Also on March 8th, my man Apathy, he had a birthday. March 9th, as we know, is Biggie Day, so we gotta always celebrate him. And I did put up a nice post for him on the pages. My man Young Chris from the Young Guns, his birthday was on March 9th.
That name in a minute.
Yeah, I thought they was pretty good.
Yeah.
The Young Guns.
The Young Guns,
because they kind of had that old school, but they still had like the new pipe. The flashy, I thought that was really clever.
Yep. Also, rapper YG had a birthday on the 9th. He's from the West Coast. My man Chingy had a birthday on the 9th.
Right there.
My man Bow Wow, I'm sorry, Shad Moss.
Shad Moss.
On March 9th. My man C Murder. He had a birthday on March 9th.
Free C Murder, man.
Free C Murder.
Yeah.
And then my man AZ had a birthday on March 9th. Yeah, I'm waiting. He
on Spitter.
Hey, you know he doing Do or Die too, so I'm waiting on that, man. Then on March 10th, we had the new Latin sensation, Bad Bunny. He had a birthday. I like him, man. I like his music. Timberland. His birthday was on the 10th. On the 11th, we had my man Gutter Gutter from down south. My man Paul Wall was on the 11th. Coming up on the 13th, we got Common. His birthday is coming up.
Okay, Lonnie.
And the new female sensation, Cash Dog, coming up on the 14th.
Cash Dog.
Yeah, man. So let's give them all. You got some claps we can give them.
I'm trying to.
There we go. There we go.
Right there.
Our last
Right
track is a little delayed.
Yeah, a little delayed.
So yeah, a lot of people talk highly of Cash Dog. She's alright for me. I mean, I've heard a couple things from her, and I've never really been wowed or anything, but I have heard some decent stuff from her. So hopefully she'll keep going. But as far as some new music, the only thing I saw was there was Papoose did a Biggie tribute freestyle, which I thought was dope for March 9th. And he put on the Coogee sweater like Biggie and, you know, just kind of did it big for Brooklyn. That was pretty dope. It's on his Instagram page if y'all haven't seen it. So go check that out. That was all I had for music. But speaking of Papoose, when we get into our topics, we got to talk about this Papoose challenge. Because there's a new Papoose challenge going on where he got the song called Serial Killer, where he raps, but he uses serial names, you know, to kind of do his bars, you know what I mean? Like Tricks and Honeycomb and all of that, Apple Jacks and all, you know, Fruit Loops, and he kind of throws them in there and makes it a story. And so there's a lot of people who are like, okay, I want to try that. And they're doing like their bars with little things around the house, like the coffee and cereal and whatever, you know, whatever they can find. So it's doing pretty good, actually, man. Have you heard any of them?
Yeah, I think I said, like I said, I seen the snippet of it, of him actually doing it. I ain't seen other people doing it. But, yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think we should do it.
We might have to do that, get some bars going.
Yeah, get a box of donuts and Krispy Kreme and shit.
Hey, sprinkles, chocolate covers, Boston cream.
Something, man. You know, but I thought it was dope, man. It's a lot of people who jumped on it, too, man. If you go to Papoose's page, he shared a lot of the videos of people doing it. And so a lot of them sound really good. You know, some of them, but, you know, they're doing a good job with the wordplay. But, you know, you can tell some of them should not be rapping.
Some people should stop.
But it's out there. You know, check that Papoose page. I've been saying this for the longest time, but I want a Papoose and Remy Ma collaboration album. I just want that because they're a dope couple and they both can rap their butts off. You know what I mean? It's like, why don't y'all just do that?
Well, see, that the reason why we said that is because, like, you know, you got Jay-Z and Beyonce doing the husband wife thing, but Beyonce ain't really a rapper.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So with with Papoose and Remy, you know what I'm saying?
You got two real MCs.
You got and doing a duet and stuff. That would be like, that would win.
That's solid, right?
That was
surprised that they haven't thought of that.
Yeah.
There must be some contractual type stuff.
I'm telling you.
It gotta be.
I'm trying to tell, like Papoose, I done gave you a $1 million idea. We done gave you that shit. Better run with it.
Exactly. Yeah. Because I mean, they've done back and forth with each other. Like on the BET Cypher, they went back and forth with each other. And they've done other freestyles like on the radio. And so it's like, okay, y'all know y'all good together. So why not just do it? So I don't get that, man.
Maybe we need to hit them up and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? We got to get the little, you know, nigga like, yo, what is Bond guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you got to do the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I mean, I would love that, man. But I seem like I heard, was it either Papoose, one of them, either him or Remy said that they were about to retire.
Nah.
I would hope not, man. Because I'm like, you know, we need people like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The young generation got some nice spitters, but it's not enough. You know what I mean? So we need people like Papoose to stay in the game and Remy, because Remy will destroy somebody.
Let me ask you this, since we're talking about, you know, who do you feel, you know, well, let me ask you this first. Who's your top 5? And then, like, as you know, since we're talking about the younger generation, who do you see, like, in this generation now that's coming up? Who do you see that's like a potential, threat, like a potential, like, okay, this guy's gonna be next, or this guy's the next MC.
Man, it's your top 5, man. Man, my top 5 really haven't changed, man, since like '99.
Okay,
some real shit. Maybe 2000, man. Every now and again, man. There was some years where I had thrown Wayne in there behind the Carter work.
Okay.
He done fell out there, man. That rock and roll shit kind of damn turned me the wrong way.
Yeah,
but
he goes back and forth, man.
But man, it's the big cats, man. Nas, Big, J, Pop.
Okay.
That's Nas, Big, J, Pop. That's 4 right there, man.
Rakim, there you go. That's a solid top 5, man.
That'll do it for me on the 5.
Yeah.
But man, all that shit for me, man, is. That's personal opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like niggas arguing about Bron or MJ.
Right.
Like, everybody's great.
Right.
Like if you got a top 20,
right,
they should all be great. It should all just be personal opinion about who you like more than somebody else. You know what I mean? Like, now you want to mess around and say, somebody like, damn, Future is in your top 5. Then I got I got a really question, yo. Yeah, I got a question like, what you using to then rate this? You know what I mean? But I think that's it.
I had to give it a Future. He did a dope song with one of my favorite characters, Sonic the Hedgehog. He did a dope song with me. I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of dope.
I mean, it's been a couple of Future songs I like, but it's I ain't never wanted to put him in no list or nothing like
that. Yeah. But I mean, like I said, man, that's my top 5 in terms of the young cats, man. Shit, man. Young to me, man. Man, it's gonna be cats like Kendrick.
Yeah.
I think Kendrick, man, has carved out him a nice lane, man, and respected as a hill spitter. North Carolina cat, man, Cole.
Yeah.
I think Cole is gonna be one of those cats with 15, 20 years from now.
Yeah.
He'll still be able to do it if he wants to.
Right.
Other than that, man, it get real squirrely for me, man.
Yeah.
And primarily because, like Drake, for example, man. I'm personally not a Drake fan.
Yeah.
I respect Drake.
Yeah.
I'm about to say.
You know what I mean? I mean, I can't take nothing away from him, man, but I've never rocked a whole Drake album back to back. Like from track 1 to track whatever.
Right.
I've never done that. You know what I'm saying? I've listened to a bunch of Drake records.
Yeah.
But I find some of them to be, dope records. But man, I think, man, Drake, man, is gonna be one of those cats, man. I think you have to throw in there, man.
Have you listened to? You listen to Scary Hours too? Is it Scary Hours 2 or Scary Hours?
Which one?
It's the new Drake. I think it was like a mixtape that came out. I haven't.
I heard about it, man. I heard one cut, but it was more for like a rough cut EP type shit. I don't even know if he was releasing that shit to the radio or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, man. Anybody under 25 right now?
Yeah.
If we say young under 25.
Yeah.
Man,
it's hard.
Man, it's hard in terms of like, cause anybody that I put, in that's gonna be in, it's from a pure spitter standpoint. I don't care nothing about how many fans you got.
Right.
I don't care nothing about, how many records you sell, or how many times you get spins on the radio.
Right.
Like, so man, for some of these young cats, man, when I listen to what they doing, skill is not a word that I might mess around and use.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the baby. Just stick with North Carolina cats, man. I always rep North Carolina.
Yeah.
The baby, man, I think it is a decent MC.
Yeah.
Decent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna call him no hell spitter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because when I think about somebody that really spit that shit, man, it's somebody who, like back in the day, man, like Biggie said, man, back at the tape to the tape pop. Like I remember literally doing that.
Yeah, man.
On some cats, man. Like, yo, what did the nigga just say? Yo, backed it up. Oh shit! Did you how he put that together with that? And this is what he really saying. I don't find myself doing that a lot with a lot of these, young cats now, because they pretty straightforward with their bars. I mean, it ain't a whole lot of like super slick metaphors or similes or any kind of figurative shit, man.
What about Nick Grant? Now he's out of South Carolina.
Man, Nick Grant, man, man, it's some cats, man, whose names are failing me right now, man. I rock with Nick Grant, man. I think he got some skill for sure. Man, it's a couple of cats, man. Man, what's some man name? Yeah, he out of New York City, man. Young boy, man. But man, that's the problem, man. Like, A Boogie with the hoodie.
Yeah, I like
A Boogie with the hoodie, man. Corday.
Yeah.
I think Corday got some stuff. I think a lot of these cats, man, like they might have a one line.
Yeah.
Where I'll be like, oh shit, that's pretty dope right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But But what makes you a skillful MC, man, just like what makes you a skillful athlete or anything else, man, is repetition.
Yeah.
Can you do that? Consistency.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Can you constantly, on every time I hear you, do you make me go, oh shit, that was dope right there.
Right.
Okay, even if it's some shit I don't really rock with.
Right.
And I can't really, man, think of a whole lot of cats right now. I'm sure as soon as as soon as the show go off, man, I'll be like, damn, I should have said such. No disrespect to anybody that left off, man. But yeah, man, right now, man, I struggle to find names, man, of cats that. Now, man, Jay Lack, he ain't really no young cat, man. You know, on the spit shit, man. But man, I'm still like, man, I'm still rocking Royce the 5'9's Alex Royce from 2019.
Absolutely,
man, absolutely. And Nipsey Hussle's Victory Lap. Like, I'm that guy, you know what I'm saying? So,
that allegory was my shit.
That's the thing though. Like I remember a couple years back, and this was before I did the show. I asked some people. That's when I was working at can I say where I worked at? Anyway,
I don't think.
I better not say just in case I have to be employed again. But anyway, I used to work at a place where they worked the hell out of you, and they would use the temp agent services. So that ain't too hard to figure out.
Yeah.
We
know. That's how we met.
But I think I asked them. It's like, well, who's the best? This was like 2010. It's like, who's the best rapper out here now? Who's the most? And out of that, who is the most creative? I asked young people that. They couldn't really give me an answer because they said, well, they all sound the same. And I'm like...
And that's another problem, man.
Yeah, because, you know what I'm saying? But if I ask young people that, but I've asked people like my age and up, they would spit it out. They'd be like, oh yeah, my man here, like Pac, Nas. They would spit it, Kane, Cool G. They would spit it out. And it's like, man, what the... I'm like, what's going on? Because like, it used to be, you know what I'm saying? I could come up, back in the day and be like, hey, well, these guys are cool like this because, and you could kind of break it down like why they cool. These cats today, they can't do it.
Typically, what I find when I ask like the younger generation now who's their favorites, normally if they have somebody, it's based on popularity or radio play.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, such and such is my shit. And I'm like, yeah, but why? Oh, you ain't heard this song? It's all over the radio. And I'm like, yeah, but why? What else? What else you got? But that's usually what it is with this generation. If you pick somebody, it's only because they're what's hitting for this 5 minutes right now. Next week, you'll have somebody different because now that person is played out. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. What about you? You got your top 5 still remains the same?
I got crazy top 5. We got, my top 5. Then I got the underrated top 5. Then you know what I'm saying?
You gotta have all that. You gotta have all that.
That's how I do it. So yeah, but man. I mean, it just really bugs me out that like, say like our age, we can have a concrete idea of like who's in this and that. And even with I think some of the young folks come around, I mean, they may not say the MCs that we too much rock with, but some of them, I guess, they start coming around like, oh yeah, Bootsy, or they might say, I'm trying to think of my man, not Juicy J, but who's the other dude? Like, not Jeezy, although I do hear Jeezy, or Gucci, and and I can understand it to a point, you know what I'm saying, because, the South and everything is dominating. Yeah. But, I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's just not the same vibe.
No, man.
It's not the same vibe.
Well, man, as far as I'm concerned, man, like you said, it used to be when you heard Big on a record,
right.
You like, that's Big.
Yeah, you knew that.
Like ain't nobody else rocking like that. You hear Nas, that's Nas.
Yeah.
Now, like you said, man, these cats sound alike. And if I'm not looking at when I do listen to commercial radio, which is rare, if I don't see the little name up there,
right?
I might mess around and be like, that's Migos.
Right.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? And my son will be like, nah.
And the fact, I will give the Migos this, even though I like the fact that they're a group, because one thing, the group thing kind of died out, but I like the fact they're a group. They do have like an intricate style, like the whole triplet thing. I have to give it to them on that. I mean, are they really saying shit?
Man.
Nah, not really.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know what I'm saying? I see stuff.
I like the in-house production.
Yeah.
I like the fact that they carry the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
I see, you know what I'm saying? I've seen.
Yeah, I like their movements.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. So yeah, I'm kind of like you, but I give credit where credit is due. You know, I do like the fact that they're a group and they still do okay on the solo side. But you know, for me, I don't really vibe with the Migos or groups like that because I can't really listen to a whole album of that because a lot of it is just the same stuff. It's just what they call the cookie cutter rapper.
Oh yeah.
Now they just mass producing rappers. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, you in the drug game? Go ahead. Oh yeah, you talk about getting head all the time? Go ahead.
Yeah.
You know, you talk about bitches all the time? Go ahead.
Yeah,
you know, go ahead, do your thing. You know, we want to support that. You know, I need a little more variety in my music. You know what I mean? So, but my top 5 does actually change a little bit. For the most part, it's about the same. Like the first 4 slots are usually about the same. Like Nas, Redman, Cool G Rap, Biggie usually. And that 4th spot usually goes back and forth. But right now, I'm going to give my 5th spot. I'm going to give my 5th spot right now to Black Thought. Because the last, few years, man, probably the last 5 or more years, he just been killing the game, man. I mean, I don't know what it is, man, but he just kind of stepped it up, man.
Thought done with that, Mike.
Yeah, man. So he crazy, man. Especially that little 10-minute freestyle he did with Funk Flex.
That was 17.
Razor sharp.
Either 18 or 17, yeah.
Razor sharp.
So,
Razor sharp spinach right there, bro.
Man.
Yeah.
I love it, man. So but since we were talking about Biggie, did you see the Biggie documentary?
Yeah.
Okay.
Story to tell.
I thought it was really good. I thought at first I was like, what else can they tell us? You know, but then when I saw it, I was like, okay, this is good.
The behind the scenes footage you got me. I was good with that.
All those
in of
extra,
itself,
because I was like, okay, I didn't know they had more footage of them. I thought they had already put everything out. So I thought it was really good, man. I like the fact that you got to hear from his Jamaican side of the family.
Yeah.
That was kind of my favorite part.
And the influence therein.
Hold on, remember Biggie A those?
Huh?
Is Biggie A those or B1?
A-Dose, whatever you call it.
Yeah, it's like...
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, for me, I don't get too heavy into that, but I get it. You know what I mean?
I'm just playing.
I mean, he's certified to me. You know, I don't care. To me, places like Jamaica, you might as well say you from the United States. They close enough.
Yeah.
You know, I don't look at it. I mean, a lot of Jamaicans might say, well, we're not American, we're different, you know, blah, blah, blah. We're not African, we're different. But for me, y'all close enough, you know what I mean? So, I like how Nas did the Distant Relatives album with Damian Marley.
Damian Marley,
Yeah, that was dope, man. So, you know. But I thought the documentary was really good, man. It was good to see all that extra footage. Like, I didn't even know his grandmother was still alive.
That was amazing to me.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so nobody ever even talks about her.
She's still in the yard, too. That was killing me, too. She's still in the yard. I was like, dang, she's still in the JA. That's what's up.
Yep, she's 96, I think they said, and he had an uncle.
Looked real good, too. For 96.
Right.
Yeah. My thing of it is, too, and that's one thing I was talking to, I actually talked to my mom about this and stuff. Like, you listen like Pac and Big, like you could hear in their voices and stuff, like they were raised right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you could hear like they knew what was the right way, even though they not necessarily deviated, but they did other,
Just like all of us.
Yeah. I mean, but they were 24, 25, but the
man.
thing of it is like, I thought about that, man, like Biggie, before he died, like, I'm going to go back to the West, man, I'm going to try to make things right. You know what I'm saying? For him at 24 to really
be thinking that way.
about what, and it's like, man, this dude was 24.
Man, it's amazing.
You know what I'm saying? And then,
amazing.
like, today, it's like,
yeah, 24, today, they don't even care, they just like, nah,
you nigga
fuck the
24
whole
years
West
old.
Coast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know, that was kind of amazing, you know, about him. He was very mature.
Yeah, man.
And it's like, man, he definitely ahead of
way ahead, man. Him and Pop both, man. Like shit, man. Matter of fact, I was up late the other night, man, and saw Juice on.
Oh yeah.
And, man, and I was like, damn, man.
Yeah, that's
you know,
my
this man
movie
was
right
like
there,
23.
man.
You know what I mean? Like for real, like he was on the rocket ship. You know what I mean? Like I often think, man, like, you know, where would hip hop be and where would those dudes be?
Yeah.
Individually, and where would the culture be if they were able to, you know, make it these last 30 years?
Oh yeah, I mean, cause well, I'll tell you one thing. Jay-Z's ass wouldn't be as rich.
Well, I mean, well, first of all, man, I always say Jay my nigga,
right?
Like, but he's not the king of New York if Biggie alive,
right? Exactly.
And so if he's not the king of New York, then he's not the king of hip hop. Yeah. Like I go some real shit.
Even if Big L was alive,
Big L, Big L was alive, Big might have had a problem. Let's be clear. Let's be clear, because Big L, nigga, that street slang, that ebonics.
Nas said Big L was the only rapper he was scared of.
Man.
He said when he heard Big L, he was like, yeah, that dude put.
And talk about another youngin' that was mature as fuck.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like the stuff that he was putting together, man. Like,
yeah, man. I was so shocked, man, when he died. I was like, you gotta be kidding me right now, man.
Yeah. So it is what it is, man. You know, and for me, man, to circle back to Jam J, man, like one of the things, man, that keep Jay in my top 5, man, is because this man has been consistently relevant in hip hop for damn near 30 years now.
Yeah.
In a culture that if you get 3 years, you good.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I mean, you at least had to run.
You had to run. You had to run. But for this man to be consistently, you know, man, putting out relevant records, man, and to be relevant in terms of you know, what he's doing with the spit flow, man, that's Rolling Stones, Beatles, like that's like this nigga gonna be able to do concerts when he's 60.
Yeah, man.
And still sell out arenas. You know what I mean? And I can't think of many more hip hop cats who, particularly out of this new batch of niggas.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how many of these niggas gonna be. Jay and I born the same year, 69.
Okay.
Like, I don't know how many of these new niggas gonna still be at 50.
Right.
Relevant. They might still be rapping, because I got some of my boys that still be rapping for whatever reason. But
and that's if they make it to 50.
That's if they make it to 50. On some real shit, man. Like you know, you gotta have a lot of shit fall, you know, right your way, man. I think that's one of the things that Jay been able to do, man, is ride waves. You know, he'll damn a master surfboard.
He got a lot going on up here. He's smart, man. For me, it took Jay-Z a while to grow on me, because in the beginning, when he was kind of doing a faster rap, I wasn't really feeling him back then. But the more he went, you know, over the years, I was like, okay, he's really just honing his style and accurate, you know, kind of sharpening his tools or whatever. And I started really liking him. So he's earned a spot in my at least top 10. He's not in my top 5, but he's in my top 10. Yeah. So he's definitely earned that spot, man. So I got to give him a lot of credit, because I think it was somewhere around maybe the Black album. I was like, okay, I'm really starting to feel him. Yeah. So that's when he really started, you know, getting in my ear right there. So, but anyway,